guys, welcome to the chaos. My name is Carla, and how are we doing today? Like I start every video, I'm wishing you guys good vibes. I feel like the universe has been testing me this past few weeks, but we're doing good, we're doing great. But we are aiming to do better than where we were. That's my goal for this video. I already recorded this video and I'm doing it again because I wanted to be a little more clear and concise and offer better quality. So I apologize if I took too long making this video. But let's get started. So my topic for today's video is going to be life after college and loving to being alone, learning being alone but not lonely, managing the concept of loneliness after college and kind of like adulting. There was a time there a little bit ago where I was struggling a little bit with the adjustments of life after college and the people I used to surround myself with, my goals, even the whole like back to school season. Like, this is the first year that I didn't go and buy school supplies, and I'm a stationary person, so I freaking love buying pens. It makes me feel like I have my life put together, and I don't. So a lot of the habits that I've been used to for a lot of years, they don't work for me anymore. A lot of the people I used to hang out with, we don't align anymore, and the person that I used to be suddenly isn't working anymore. So I'm trying to take advantage of this time that I'm spending alone. And I'm gonna give you guys what are some of the things that I've learned or I've been able to take advantage of, learning about myself while being alone. What are the benefits of being alone, you ask? Well, actually, before we even get started on the first topic, why am I talking about being alone of all topics? Like, it's kind of boring. Why are you doing it? No one cares. Well, I care, and obviously someone out there is going through the same things that I'm going through, so I'm gonna talk about it. So during quarantine, I've realized the levels of me being an extrovert. I've always known that I've been an extrovert, but I've never been isolated for so long during quarantine from people and events and socializing, and it put me in a really weird mental state where I felt like I wanted to be productive and socialite, but I couldn't. So what do you do in your energy when you have so much time? Let me go a little bit into depth of what is being an extrovert. So I got this definition from verywellmind.com. They say an extrovert is someone who is outgoing, social, and expressive, and they typically thrive when around other people. They get energized and they become more creative when on social events or surrounded by people. So I do better when I'm around more people. That's just like how my personality is. Being alone is really hard, and I try to look at the good thing or the positives and things. So I'm like, okay, this sucks and I hate it, but what can I actually get out of this, right? So now we go. Step number 1, hobbies. Hobbies and like learning in general. When you're alone, you don't have excuses not to focus on your hobbies. One of my favorite hobbies growing up was always actually reading a lot of books. I'm a reader. It's annoying, I know, whatever. But for the first time ever, I actually started reading finance books, which I'd never done before. And I've been in this finance rush where like I'll probably do a budgeting video at some point of what works for me versus what works for you guys. And I'm trying to not only know where my money is going, but like how can I invest my money either in savings myself or like save for a business or future references. Like, I still have so much more to learn. But recently I finished the 5 mistakes you can't afford to make in college, and they had a lot of good information. They just said it in a weird way. So I'm in the process of applying the advice that they give. It makes sense, why do it, And is that something that I would have done if I wouldn't have been alone? No, because I feel uncomfortable reading those topics. It wasn't until I was forced to be with myself, by myself, alone, that I was like, maybe, I don't have an excuse not to do it. If I want to do it, I can just do it. Next benefit I found was processing your feelings, or like being free of judgment. This one's a hard one because when you're an empath, you really care about status and socializing, or like, I can't talk for other people, but being an extrovert, I like to be in the spotlight. And sometimes when you're surrounded by a lot of people that you care about, you may be influenced to either think like them, or you want to fit in, those kind of situations. Being by yourself really helps you go into Zen mode and like not be influenced by other people, and really process, hey, how are you really feeling about things? And us as people, we're not really encouraged all the time to do self-care and think about yourself. Like, what other people think of you. Like, people will always be changing their mind, but what do you think about yourself? And that's something that I think was really cool. Throughout this process, I learned that I liked myself a little bit more now than I used to, and that's okay. And like, I'm hoping that I'll be doing better. Hand in hand with that, I definitely would add self-reflecting, ignore me looking down, self-reflecting, decision-making, self-healing, and maintenance, and just like kind of doing an overall scan of not only what you think of yourself, but what do you think you're missing, or what do you think you want to do, and just like without that outside influence of like, what do I need to self-heal, what do I need to prioritize, and how do I think that I can do, and like, do I even think I can do it? What do I need to do to just feel good by myself? Another benefit of actually spending time by yourself is that you are actually able to promote confidence and independence when you assert your need for privacy. So usually there's certain people or certain personalities that feel easily intimidated, or how do I say this? Like, you don't want to let other people down, so you put people's needs above your own. And asserting the need to be by yourself for yourself, it's actually really good for your like self-confidence and knowing that you got this and you got yourself. So the last one that I got is my favorite, but it's also the one that I'm struggling with the most right now, and it's recharging, reflecting, and regrouping for future. So when you're by yourself, these inspires the spirit. It usually helps improve creativity and spiritual growth, among like exploring your values without distractions of other people, or not even other people, but like other just social influences. So reflecting and like regrouping, I'm always in a rush. Even like being by myself, like 5 minutes before doing this video, I was trying to distract myself with something. That's just like how I am. I like to distract myself and procrastinate. So I'm trying to find a new method of like journaling. I was using a specific goal journal, but that's not working for me anymore. It's just like, I don't know, it doesn't inspire me. So I'm looking for a different way to meditate, so I can think by myself and like feel what I'm feeling and kind of process it, and then like get ready for the next thing. But you have to take time to absorb and feel like you're in the present and not worry so much about the future. That's one of my biggest problems, is I'm always worrying about the future. So I'm still learning to be present and meditating and self-healing, and we're all on a different path. So I think it's really cool to know that by being alone with myself, I love being social, but I also love myself enough to allow myself to recharge and take care of myself. But yeah, guys, that's it for this video. I know it's a little shorter than other videos, but like, I promise next week I'll have a juicier one per se. If you like this video, please comment and subscribe and comment below what's something that you've learned of yourself by being alone. It can be that you like a certain genre, that you like to meditate. I know a lot of people, that's kind of how they find that they like yoga, because they like to have like that zen, know people and just kind of like themselves with their mind. I think that's really cool. What's one hobby or something that you started doing when you spend a lot of time by yourself? And thank you guys. I'll see you on the next one. Bye.